Hey there, welcome back to the West Seattle Bowl Proshop YouTube channel. I'm Echo. Today we're gonna take a look at the Piranha Pearl in this amazing vintage green. We are going to compare it to the Ivory Rhino Pro, which isn't really an apples to apples comparison, but it does happen to be the only other pearl currently in my bag. So there we go. So I'm expecting this ball to be a much stronger ball than the Ivory Rhino, but let's take a look and see what they look like on the lanes. All right, here we go. Not a bad ball out of the gate. Didn't carry the 7-pin, surprise, surprise. But not a bad first shot. So both this ball and the Ivory Rhino are laid out 50 by 3 3/4 by 40. So as we take a look at them, the balls will really be the difference since they're laid out the same. Again, pretty darn good. There we go. This ball's looking pretty good. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to try and knock the polish off it, but it seems to be agreeing with me. All right. I was a little high, but still carried. I like it. I feel like I'm maybe not quite as warmed up as I should be. Oh, there we go, a little outside. So, a little bit outside, came back better than I expected it to, and pin carry was a lot better than I expected. Not bad. I feel like I chopped that at the line a little bit, just kind of dumped it. Better, much better. All right, time to move a little bit. Not a lot, just to see if I can't get some better carry. But I felt like that ball, I rolled that pretty well. Lofted that a little. And paid for it. All right. Okay. Like where I put that ball. I like the ball action down lane. Let's see if we can repeat it. Yep. Well, it was maybe a half a board, laid down maybe a half a board further to the right than that first ball. I was really far inside. I'm interested once I get going to see how far left I can move with this ball, being that it's a stronger ball. And that I had a lot of success moving left with Ivory Rhino Pro. Oof, yuck. So far today is not my most accurate day. That was better. I like that one. Always nice when I get rewarded for throwing a good ball. All right, I'm gonna try and get one more good shot and then I'm gonna move around and see what we can do. Again, well thrown. Silly 7-pin. Oh, it was a little inside. have been worse. A little better. Yay. All right, let's move around a little bit. Being that this is a stronger ball, I don't anticipate it being a ball that I'm gonna be able to move left with very successfully. So I'm gonna move right first. Let's make a biggish move. Let's go 5 boards. I'm gonna shoot for maybe the 15 arrow. No, just kidding. Little inside that. That wasn't terrible. Probably more like the 17 board at the arrows. Give it a little bit more room, maybe. Pretty sure this morning that if you look up inaccurate in the dictionary, my picture is there. Okay, I didn't hate that, but I am gonna have to tighten up that line. So I'm gonna move back 2 boards with my feet. There we go. Note to self, if you're not trying to stick a square peg into a round hole, works much better. Let's try that one more time. Again, I hit my mark 2 times in a row, yay! Oh, dirty. All right, I don't anticipate being able to move any further left with this. I might try just to see. We're getting into very uncomfortable territory for me here. That's where I wanted it to go. Well, that was pleasantly surprising. Let's try that again. Not quite. All right, one more from the side. I like that. It does make me wonder if I could move further to my right, but I'm not gonna push my luck. All right, I'm gonna move back to where I started just so that I can reorient myself. And then we'll move left. I'm gonna move 7-ish boards with my feet. I'm gonna try and put it down the 5 board. All right, that was far more successful than I had anticipated. A little high. A little high. Both my first ball and that ball, I didn't really increase my speed a whole lot. It's generally what has to happen if I move outside. That one was a better speed. Again, I'm not carrying all 10, but I'm hitting the pocket, so it's encouraging. Again, better speed. Ugh. I think I'm gonna stick with my original theory, and say that this is not really a ball that I would choose to play outside with. Again, hitting the pocket, just not carrying all the pins. go back to ground zero, and then we'll take a look at the Ivory Rhino Pro, just for some comparison. And then I think I'm gonna go knock the shine off this and throw a couple of balls with it at like maybe 3,000 and see what the difference is. That was too far inside. Of course it's gonna carry. Not terrible, a little loft. Yay! 2 in a row, look at that. All right, let's take a look at the Ivory Rhino Pro, and then we'll knock the polish off this and see what it looks like. So this ball has really kind of been one of my go-to balls in league. If I happen to be struggling for some reason, it gives me a lot of leeway and complements my bowling really well. So let's take a look and see what she does. Outside. Will say I feel like if that was the Piranha, it would have come back a little bit better. Would it have made it to the pocket? Possibly not, but more. There we go. That was a great example of moving too many variables at one time. So I moved my feet left and my mark left. Probably one or the other would have been sufficient. Ugh. That was probably, you could tell by my grunt. That's one of the reasons that I really like this ball. Things went slightly awry in my swing, my backswing specifically, and I could feel it, but the ball's forgiving enough that it did its job on the lane. Ooh. At least we hit the pocket. For me, my game is not as much about strikes. Those are gonna come as they come, but it's more about making spares and leaving makeable spares. So I would say both of these balls today, the leaves that I've had have been single pins, so theoretically makeable. That was a great ball. And a West Seattle mixer, you can't beat that. Too far outside. Looking at the motion of these balls down lane, I'm definitely seeing more back end with the Piranha than with the Rhino Pro, which is to be expected. Great ball. And rewarded. All right, I'm gonna go knock the polish off this Piranha. I'll be back in a second. All right, I have knocked the polish off this and put it at 3,000. So we should see it move a little earlier on the lane. That was not at all where I wanted to put that or how I wanted to throw that ball, but it carried. So sometimes you just can't argue with success. All right, let's try this again. That was better. So far, I'm liking it with the polish knocked off a little better. Oh, that almost carried. Giving it a little bit more surface seems to give me a little bit more room down lane, which is nice. Yeah, you can definitely see starting the move a little sooner and tends to blend things out a little bit down lane, which I personally like better. This is absolutely a better situation for me. So for me, what I'm seeing, having the polish knocked off isn't particularly surprising to me. 3000 is also what I used to keep my Eternity at. Granted, it was an asym ball and not a symmetrical ball, but I saw kind of the same thing on the lanes, that its performance on the lanes with a little bit of surface was a little bit easier for me to predict and adjust for. Yeah, so much more room. Now, could that be because I've thrown a few balls and maybe I burned a little bit of a path? Maybe. I can't tell how many that is in a row, maybe 5. Definitely a fan of this ball with the polish knocked off. All right, let's wrap it up. The Piranha Pearl, strong symmetrical pearl ball. Good for my game with polish on, great with it knocked off a little bit. Before I knocked the polish off, would I have said it would have made my bag? Probably not. I probably would have found something a little different. Maybe a pearl asym ball. This ball works really well if you're looking for a strong pearl ball. I think this could be a really good addition to your bag. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.